Welcome back to NT Coin's world, where history lives in your hands and every coin has a story to tell. Get ready for another thrilling episode as we dive deep into the world of Roosevelt dimes. Don't blink, because today we're cracking open the vault on two modern-era dimes that are often overlooked by even seasoned collectors, yet they carry surprising history, unique errors, and collector potential that could make you rethink your pocket change. These aren't your typical silver-era classics, but they're important coins in the Roosevelt series, and for good reason. Today we focus on the 2001p Roosevelt dime and the 2016p Roosevelt dime, both in fine condition. At first glance, they may seem like common coins, but in the world of numismatics, the details make all the difference. So whether you're coin roll hunting, building a full date set, or just starting out, these two coins are worth a closer look. Let's jump into the details and unlock the value hidden in these modern-day dimes. The 2001p Roosevelt dime represents a modern chapter in the story of one of America's most enduring coin designs. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946, commemorating the life and legacy of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. A leader through the Great Depression and World War II, Roosevelt left behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and compassion. The dime was chosen to honor him in part due to his founding support of the March of Dimes, which helped fight polio, a disease Roosevelt himself battled. By 2001, the Roosevelt dime had been circulating for over 5 decades, and while its composition and design had largely remained consistent, the era brought subtle changes in minting technology, production levels, and collector awareness. The 2001p Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and like all post-1965 dimes, it featured a clad composition, a copper core surrounded by layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition was adopted to replace silver in everyday coinage due to rising silver prices and hoarding during the mid-1960s. The obverse of the 2001p dime features John R. Sinnock's iconic portrait of President Roosevelt. The inscriptions include Liberty on the left, In God We Trust below the chin, the date 2001 to the lower right, and the mint mark P above the last digit of the date, indicating the Philadelphia Mint. Despite the high-speed production methods of the modern era, the obverse still retains a crisp and dignified representation of the 32nd president. The reverse is a familiar sight to collectors and everyday Americans alike. It features a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left, representing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. Surrounding the central imagery are the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and One Dime. The symbolism remains as potent in 2001 as it was in 1946, maintaining a continuity that has made the Roosevelt dime a staple of U.S. coinage. The 2001p dime had a substantial mintage, with over 1.2 billion coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This high output makes it a very common coin in circulation, especially in circulated or fine condition. However, what sets certain examples apart are strike quality, die varieties, and mint errors, areas that continue to draw interest from numismatists and coin hunters. In fine condition, the 2001p dime typically holds a value of around 10 to 25 cents, slightly above face value. However, it becomes far more valuable when collectors find errors or exceptional strike examples. One of the primary attributes collectors seek is the full torch or full bands designation, which refers to sharply defined horizontal lines on the torch on the reverse. While most full torch examples are found in higher uncirculated grades, some finer circulated coins can still display above-average strike detail, increasing their desirability. The 2001p Roosevelt dime is particularly known for several notable errors. These include broad strikes, off-center strikes, die clashes, and rotated dies. One of the most talked about varieties from this year involves a dramatic misalignment of the obverse and reverse dies, creating a unique off-center appearance, even when the date is still visible. These errors can fetch anywhere from $25 to $200 depending on severity and condition. Die cracks and chips have also been reported, particularly near Roosevelt's eye or along the rim. While small, These flaws can attract error collectors who specialize in identifying distinct and repeatable patterns. Additionally, some dimes from 2001p have exhibited weakly struck areas, especially on the reverse torch and branches. These could be the result of worn dies, which may or may not increase value depending on the level of detail preserved. While not a key date or a rare mintage year, the 2001p dime is a coin that benefits from growing interest in modern-era coin collecting. As more collectors expand their Roosevelt dime sets into the 21st century, the demand for high-quality or unusual examples of post-2000 dimes continues to grow. Fast forward 15 years, and we arrive at the 2016p Roosevelt dime, a modern coin that blends current minting technology with decades of tradition. Issued by the Philadelphia Mint, the 2016p Roosevelt dime represents the continuation of a design and legacy that has stood the test of time for over 70 years. Though it's a coin you'll often find in your change, closer inspection reveals features that make it a point of interest for collectors and coin roll hunters alike. Like its predecessors since 1965, the 2016p dime is made from a clad composition, a pure copper core encased in a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a silvery appearance without the precious metal content. The obverse design remains John R. Sinnock's portrait of President Roosevelt. The inscriptions are familiar: Liberty to the left of Roosevelt's head, In God We Trust below, the date 2016 in the lower right quadrant, and the P mint mark above the final digit. The overall presentation is clean and dignified, with relatively high production quality due to improved modern minting equipment. The reverse design holds to tradition, featuring the iconic torch flanked by the olive and oak branches. United States of America, a pluribus unum, and one dime are boldly inscribed around the imagery. Though the design hasn't changed, the 2016p dime benefits from sharper die preparation and crisper strikes, which can make even fine condition coins appear quite sharp compared to earlier years. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 1.5 billion Roosevelt dimes in 2016, making it one of the most heavily minted coins in the series. This makes the 2016p dime extremely common in circulation, and in fine condition, its typical market value ranges from 10 to 20 cents. However, like the 2001p dime, what makes this coin special is the potential for finding error coins or higher-grade full torch examples. Among the known error types for the 2016p dime are off-center strikes, die chips, and retained cud breaks. These mint errors may have slipped through quality control due to the sheer volume of coins being produced. One particularly interesting type of error found in the 2016p series involves minor doubling in the inscriptions, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. While not always dramatic enough to be listed as a recognized double die variety, such examples still draw attention and command premiums from error collectors. Another intriguing element of the 2016p dime is the emerging interest in coins with so-called strike-through errors. These occur when debris, such as grease or foreign material, interferes with the coin die during the strike. Coins affected by this show blank or indistinct areas, typically around the lettering or facial details. These kinds of errors are subtle but increasingly appreciated in modern coin collecting communities. As for full torch examples, the 2016p offers excellent potential due to the improved strike quality of the US Mint. In recent years, full torch coins in uncirculated condition can command values from $10 to $100 or more when certified in MS67 or MS68 condition. Even in fine condition, coins that show clear band separation on the torch are considered above average and may fetch a modest premium from detail-focused collectors. Another aspect that enhances the collector interest in the 2016p Roosevelt dime is its position in the timeline of modern US coinage. Coming just 1 year after the 2015 W Roosevelt dime, a special silver edition included in the March of Dimes anniversary set, the 2016 coin benefits from the renewed attention placed on the series. It also acts as a reference point for the continuation of Roosevelt dimes into the next decade. While the 2016p isn't a rare coin by mintage numbers, its appeal lies in strike quality, error variety, and its role in building modern-date Roosevelt dime sets. Collectors often seek a clean, well-preserved example to represent the year, and coins in fine or better condition with strong eye appeal are worth setting aside. With new collectors entering the hobby and an increasing focus on modern coinage, even recent dates like 2016 are gaining recognition. In summary, the 2016p Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of how modern coins can still offer depth, value, and intrigue. With high mintages, quality strikes, and emerging era varieties, it provides collectors with a solid modern entry point while preserving the legacy of one of America's most iconic coin series. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through the 2001p and 2016p Roosevelt dimes. These coins prove that modern US dimes are more than just spare change. They're small pieces of history waiting to be appreciated. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to NT Coins World, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a coin discovery that could change your collection forever.